The Pro Bowl has a problem. For the last couple of years, it's been basically two-hand touch football, which honestly, it's not the worst. It's not entertaining, but at least players would go to it. But this year, we have guys who are backup quarterbacks who got benched at the end of the year who are in the Pro Bowl. So throughout this video, we're going to look at some of the clips from last year and a couple of years prior, and then what the Pro Bowl was like before, and why it's losing ratings so fast, and why the NFL needs to make a change fast. The first clip we're going to look at is Mac Jones rolling out of the pocket to his right. You can tell everyone's kind of jogging, not really going full speed, and then it's an easy throw that, if it was in a normal NFL game, would have easily been picked and gone back the other way. But since it's the Pro Bowl, no one really cares. Nobody wants to get hurt. So they're kind of just going through the motions. And listen, it's fine. I understand it. It's not really an important game, but at the same time, there's fans there to watch it, and it's not entertaining to see guys going half speed or not even half speed in a game that doesn't matter. You want to see big hits and high energy plays. And the next one we're going to look at is Mac Jones. The clock's winding down, and he's down there in a two-hand touch football game in full pads. Now, this ended up being the biggest highlight of the game because of Mac Jones' gritty, which is terrible. But this should not be the most entertaining part of the game. Mac Jones grittying is hilarious, but it's just not a good gritty. The next clip we're going to look at is Nick Chubb basically just running and just stopping. He was like, you know what, I'm down here. That's good enough for me. And it's just not entertaining. You want to see guys going full effort, trying to win, and that's why we watch football, because it's such a violent game. This is what the NFL Pro Bowl used to look like. This was a fake punt blown up by Sean Taylor. He crushes the punter. If this happened in today's Pro Bowl, there would literally be a fight. Like, straight up, everyone would just start fighting because it would be so messed up. Everybody would speak out in the media about how terrible of a person this is. This is a historic highlight, an infamous highlight. Everybody loves this clip. This is what the Pro Bowl should be like. Just a man-on-man violence because they can, because in between those lines, anything goes. And the punter even congratulates him like, wow, that was a great hit. I've never been hit like that before. It really made him feel like a football player. The next thing we're going to talk about is the players that accepted the Pro Bowl nominations this year. Derek Carr was named a Pro Bowler. Derek Carr, the same Derek Carr that got benched at the end of the season for a backup quarterback because he was playing so bad. Derek Carr, who was one of the reasons they didn't make the play. The Pro Bowl has gotten so bad that not even players want to go to it anymore. They had to dig so deep to find a quarterback that wanted to go. They even started going for backup quarterbacks. The next quarterback we're going to talk about is Tyler Huntley, who, listen, he's an alright player, but he's a backup quarterback. He's the backup to Lamar Jackson. He is not a Pro Bowl player. He is not one of the three best quarterbacks in the AFC. He's not even a top 20 quarterback in the NFL, if that. Maybe you could make an argument that he's not a top 32 quarterback in the NFL. Just think about that. And he's in the Pro Bowl. Change needs to come. There needs to be something different. And they've already changed it to a two-hand touch football game, and obviously players don't want to go play in that. And that totally disrespects the linemen that worked so hard to make the Pro Bowl. There needs to be a change. There needs to be something. This is atrocious. The Pro Bowl is supposed to explicit the game to so many different other people so that everyone can watch all the best players come together and play. It's supposed to be a great event, but they've ruined it. The main attraction the Pro Bowl has had the last few years is the skills competitions. They have things like dodgeball, how accurate you can throw passes, stuff like that. And listen, that's great, but you need a main event. Even the NBA All-Star Game with their different scoring has kind of fixed it, but still then it's really not great. There needs to be an incentive for players to play in the Pro Bowl. Guys in the NBA said that if there was a cash prize for winning the dunk contest, they would go. They would play in it. So what if the Pro Bowl decided, you know what, we're going to give $100,000 to each player that comes and plays? Or maybe an extra share of how many jerseys they sold that year, or how many tickets are sold. There's a certain percentage that goes to the players that actually go and show up and play in the Pro Bowl. There is a solution to the problem of nobody wanting to play in the Pro Bowl. I'm telling you, if players were paid extra to actually show up and play in the Pro Bowl, they would go. Because who doesn't like extra money, a paid vacation? They get to take their family to a great, nice trip. It would make sense if players were paid to go to the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is turning into an absolute joke. At the rate it's going at, they might as well just get rid of it. If you're telling me a backup quarterback belongs in the top 3 quarterbacks in the AFC conversation, I mean, it's just wrong. At least Derek Carr was one time a really good player. That one's not terrible, but a backup quarterback in the Pro Bowl. And listen, he had an alright year, but guys like Gardner Minshew had more passing yards than him this year. Gardner Minshew. Just think about that. There needs to be a change, and there needs to be one fast. Like I said before, or they should just get rid of the Pro Bowl. There's no point to it at this point. Change it or get rid of it. Thanks for watching. Hit that follow and subscribe button. Drop a like and a comment on this video. See you guys in the next one.